obviously, you know, the word tells us that men are called to be the spiritual leaders of the household. It sounds like both of you guys want that. Are you guys also excited to like submit to a husband who's a strong leader in the household?
Do you want to answer? You want me to?
You can go first.
Yes. 100% yes.
Am I in church right now?
Because, and this I do want to say has changed for me. In college, I had a full ride scholarship. I was like, I want to be, what can I be? Do I want to be a lawyer? Do I want to do whatever? Like, I want to be the boss girl. And it changed a lot for me. My mom was actually, and this is a little off what you're saying with faith, but I think it connects. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and I used to think that that was not a real job, and that her helping at the home with my dad working wasn't a real job. And then I realized later on when my dad told me how much his life has been helped. He's a pilot. He does a lot. He works really, really hard. And he said he could not do that and support our family without my mom's support, and that he gives everything to my mom, the fact that she would do that and get kids to school and things like that. So I really used to have an edge to me about submission, that was weak. And now I think it's actually really a good thing, because I think that men are supposed to lead, and I think women are supposed to submit in a way that benefits both of them.
How is that not reciprocity, though? Why is that submitting? Because they're both contributing in huge ways. Why is it submitting versus just calling it reciprocity? Just out of curiosity.
I would say it's submission because the man, and for me, I'll just say this for what I want the man to make decisions. I want him to be the one that puts the effort in with making sure that we are provided for. And I think that women should not just not do anything, but I don't want to be an equal with my husband. I don't want us to both be, I think we're equal in our value, but I don't want us to both be equal earners and things like that. I actually would rather be under him and have him lead.
And that's okay. Like,
yeah, that's fine. I just don't know that
and I don't think that's weak. I also want to say I don't think that's weak
Ousties.
at all.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, submission. I look to my family for an example, and when I see my parents, there were a lot of times where my mom did not submit to my father, and in those situations, that's where things kind of went a little bit wrong. So I can see that as an example of where it could create some problems. So submission, yeah. But don't look at submission as
let her finish her answer. Let her finish her
want
answer.
A definition. I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm not pious and religious. I'm genuinely trying to ask, when you're saying the word submission, what you mean, because my version of what that means, I don't think is aligning with what you guys are saying. So I'm just trying to understand. I'm not trying to cut off to be rude. I'm really trying to understand.
So I consider it willful cooperation, but some people have a different sense of it. Go ahead, Chase.
Yeah, I mean, I would say for me, what I would expect from a wife in terms of submission is her recognizing I have ultimately I'm responsible for my family being safe, provided for, protected, properly led through this world, all that kind of stuff, right? Like at the end of the day, if my family, gets killed or wrecked, or if they're properly provided for, it all comes down on me, right? And so I expect my wife to defer to me when it comes to important decisions about where should we live, where should we send the kids to for school, what church should we go to, should I take this job or that job? If my wife wants me to do one job, but I'm like, no, I think this is the important one, I'll expect my wife to submit to me in that and to trust in my leadership.
Your ultimate say supersedes hers at the end of the day for the well-being of the family?
Yeah, it's essentially trust in leadership, but it's not. That doesn't mean that I'm going to look at my wife like somebody to just boss around. Like I want her to be my partner. I want to come to my wife. You care
about what she has to say when you're like, which job, but the ultimate come down to which one you pick would be you, and that's the submittance part.
And also keep in mind that the man, when you are submitting to him, it's not just any man. This is a man who has earned your respect. Mm-hmm. This is a man who has earned that position.
Sure. So it's like these are like literally from the Bible. That's why I'm like, so just like this. I'm really asking. I'm just
for
over
us,
my head.
like us